Stop scrolling right now because the story you are about to hear about Miles Wei is one that has left millions of fans emotional, speechless, and deeply inspired. Behind the charming smile, the calm personality, and the unforgettable on-screen moments exists a journey filled with challenges, emotional moments, sacrifice, and determination that many people never truly knew about. Fans across the world have admired Miles Wei for years, but very few people understand the emotional path that shaped him into the star audiences love today. Before we begin, make sure you stay until the very end, because some parts of this story are incredibly emotional and completely unexpected. And if you love emotional celebrity stories, inspiring journeys, and unforgettable moments, then subscribe right now because this story will change the way you see Miles Wei forever. The story of Miles Wei did not begin with fame, luxury, or instant success. Long before millions of fans knew his name, he was simply someone chasing a dream while facing uncertainty, pressure, and emotional struggles that could have easily made him give up completely. In the early days, Miles Wei lived with the same fears and doubts many ordinary people experience. He wanted success, but the path ahead looked difficult, unpredictable, and filled with obstacles. While other people only see glamorous moments, now few truly understand how much patience, sacrifice, and emotional strength it took for him to continue moving forward. There were moments when the future felt unclear. Moments when opportunities seemed impossible to reach. Yet, even during difficult times, Miles Wei carried quiet determination inside him. Instead of giving up, he continued working, learning, improving, and believing that one day his hard work would finally create something meaningful. Fans today often describe Miles Wei as calm, elegant, and naturally charismatic, but behind that calm image was someone fighting emotional battles privately while continuing to chase his dreams. That emotional strength became one of the biggest reasons fans later connected so deeply with him. One of the most emotional parts of his journey came during the years when recognition still felt far away. While many people around him moved forward with stable careers and predictable lives, Miles Wei continued walking an uncertain path filled with risk and emotional pressure. Imagine waking up every day chasing a dream while not knowing if success would ever come. Imagine seeing rejection, disappointment, and slow progress while still forcing yourself to believe things would eventually change. That emotional reality became part of Miles Wei's journey long before fame arrived. Yet despite the pressure, he continued moving forward quietly and consistently. That persistence slowly became the foundation for everything audiences admire about him today. As opportunities slowly started appearing, Miles Wei began capturing attention not only because of his visuals, but also because of the emotional sincerity audiences felt whenever he appeared on screen. Fans quickly noticed something different about him. His expressions felt natural. His emotional scenes felt believable. His presence carried warmth, comfort, and authenticity. The more viewers watched Miles Wei, the more emotionally attached they became. Many fans admitted they felt connected to him not only as an actor but also as a person because there was something genuine and emotionally comforting about his personality. One unforgettable moment especially changed everything for many viewers. During an emotional scene, Miles Wei delivered a performance so sincere and moving that fans flooded social media with emotional reactions. People described feeling deeply touched because the emotions in his eyes felt incredibly real. That scene quickly spread online and introduced even more people to the emotional depth Miles Wei could bring to his performances. Suddenly, viewers who had never paid attention before became curious about the person behind those emotional moments. As his popularity continued growing, fans became increasingly interested in learning more about his personal journey. Interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and emotional fan edits started spreading across social media platforms as audiences searched for deeper understanding of who Miles Wei truly was. What fans discovered only made them admire him even more. Many people were surprised by how humble, grounded, and emotionally thoughtful Miles Wei appeared during interviews. Despite growing fame, he continued carrying himself with calm sincerity and quiet elegance that audiences found incredibly refreshing. Fans especially loved how respectful and genuine he seemed during interactions with other people. Whether speaking with co-stars, staff, or fans, he carried an energy that felt warm and approachable, which only strengthened the emotional connection audiences felt toward him. Another reason fans became emotional over Miles Wei's story was because of how relatable parts of his journey felt. Many viewers saw their own struggles, fears, and dreams reflected inside his story. They understood what it meant to work hard while feeling uncertain about the future. They understood the emotional weight of chasing something meaningful while facing doubt and pressure. This emotional relatability became one of the strongest reasons his fanbase continued growing rapidly around the world. One particularly emotional interview moment deeply touched audiences online. Miles Wei spoke honestly about challenges, emotional pressure, and the importance of perseverance. His words resonated strongly with viewers because they felt sincere, heartfelt, and deeply human. Fans flooded comment sections sharing personal stories about how Miles' Wei journey inspired them to continue chasing their own dreams even during difficult moments. Some viewers admitted they cried while listening to him because his honesty reminded them not to give up on themselves. The emotional impact of his story became even stronger as fans revisited his earlier works and realized how far he had come. Old clips, interviews, and performances suddenly carried deeper meaning because audiences now understood the emotional journey behind them. As more people discovered Miles' Wei's story, the internet became filled with emotional edits, inspirational videos, and heartfelt messages celebrating his growth, success, and determination. Many fans described him as someone whose success felt earned rather than simply given. That idea created even deeper emotional respect because audiences appreciate stories of persistence, resilience, and quiet hard work. Another beautiful part of Miles' Wei's story is the emotional comfort many fans feel while watching him. There is a calm sincerity in the way he speaks, smiles, and performs that creates a feeling of warmth for audiences around the world. Some fans even describe watching Miles' Wei content as emotionally healing because his energy feels peaceful, genuine, and comforting during stressful times. That emotional connection is something very rare and incredibly powerful in entertainment. As his career continued reaching new heights, the emotional support from fans also grew stronger. Every new project, every interview, and every appearance became an opportunity for audiences to celebrate not only his success, but also the emotional journey behind it. One cinematic moment during a fan event especially became unforgettable online. As Miles Wei stood under bright lights surrounded by cheering fans, his expression suddenly became emotional for a brief moment. That small expression instantly touched audiences everywhere because viewers could feel the emotional weight of everything he had overcome to reach that point. The clip quickly spread online with fans describing the moment as deeply inspiring and emotional. People everywhere shared messages about how proud they felt watching Miles Wei succeed after years of hard work and determination. His story also reminds audiences that success rarely happens instantly. Behind every glamorous moment often exists years of uncertainty, sacrifice, emotional struggles, and perseverance invisible to most people. That hidden emotional reality is exactly why Miles Wei's story resonates so strongly with fans today. The emotional connection audiences feel toward him continues growing because people are not only watching an actor succeed. They are witnessing the journey of someone who continued believing in himself even during difficult, uncertain moments. As more viewers around the world discover Miles Wei, they also discover the emotional inspiration behind his journey. His story continues motivating people to work hard, stay patient, and keep believing in their dreams even when progress feels slow. Perhaps that is the most beautiful part of Miles Wei's untold story. It is not only about fame, success, or popularity. It is about resilience, hope, emotional strength, and the quiet determination to continue moving forward no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Today, millions of fans admire Miles Wei not only because of his visuals or performances, but because of the emotional sincerity people feel whenever they watch him. His journey reminds audiences that genuine success carries emotional depth built through patience, sacrifice, and perseverance. And maybe that is exactly why so many people around the world feel emotional whenever they hear the story of Miles Wei. Now it is your turn to share your thoughts. What moment made you admire Miles Wei the most? Which part of his journey touched your heart deeply? Comment below and join the conversation because fans everywhere continue celebrating the inspiring emotional story behind Miles Wei's success. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional celebrity stories, viral entertainment content, and unforgettable journeys that continue inspiring millions around the world.